Hello guys, welcome back to the crew. In this video we're gonna do a bit of explanation about level 50 parts. As you can see here, this is the Maserati Gran Turismo S, which is also called the Bucks or Dollars car, because due to a license agreement with Maserati, as I will show you, colors, for instance, it has the official colors and all the rest is locked, metallic, matte and so on. And the same for stickers, locked, animals, flags locked and so on, all locked. Front bumpers, you will get one, none of the others are available. Same for the rear bumpers, skirts, rims and so on. So it's all official parts and you can't mess around with it in customization, visually that is. But that is good news and bad news. The good news is that if you do skill tests for grinding meaning that you have to do a certain test over and over again to get a specific part, you will not get bumpers and rims and mirrors and all that, or color parts, because it's all locked on this car. So the only thing you will get is the parts that you need, or dollars. It's as simple as that. Now I will go in again. As you can see here, I have the car already at 1299 points, and it is a sport spec, or in English that's the perfect spec. At the moment I have my client in Dutch here, so it's called sport over here, but in English it's the perfect spec. So this car comes with two specs, perfect and circuit. Now, question, title of this video: grinding or buying? So we're gonna have a look at the performance parts. See, now I already have it at 1299. I will show the exhaust. I have 4 platinum level 50 parts. One has braking power bonus, the other one has a grip bonus, this one has an acceleration bonus, and this one has a speed bonus. That's the one that I have installed at the moment. Now I just looked at it before, and it's the same for all these parts. But let's have a look at this one. As you can see, 4 level 50 platinum parts as well. Braking power bonus, grip bonus, acceleration and so on. But I'm still missing some though. I have 4 here as well for the diff. I only have 2 here, the grip bonus and the acceleration, so I'm missing the brake and the speed bonus. And was it brakes? I'm not sure. I got 4 for brakes as well. Tires, only have 3, and I'm still missing the braking bonus here. So, and I have the other parts, so which means although my car is at 1299, if I wanna have all the parts, which are 44 level 50 parts, I still need 3. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grind for a bit. Try to get it. Yes, we're gonna leave the headquarters, and I'm gonna do something very simple, but for that I'm gonna make a change first in settings. To make it a bit more so I'm going to change the language back to English, and I'm going to put the FPS frame per second to 30, which gives less lag if I record. See, now I only use an i5 processor. So I'm going to close. There you go. Now it's all in English. So what are we going to do is Speed kill number 1. Fast travel there. I'm not gonna set a record here or anything. I'm just gonna see what we get. This the test. It brings I think it brings $500 or something. So you get $500 from this test. Might turn laggy because I don't have any lag in the game, but I know the recording can turn out laggy if there's a lot of traffic, but we'll see. So, we have the platinum, that's what we're going for obviously, and we get 503 bucks from the card, plus 500 from the test, so we get 1,000 for this one. Retry. That's what grinding is all about, doing the same tests over and over, or if you keep getting all kind of stuff except for the parts that you need, change the tests. Sometimes helps. As I said, it's not about the record, it's just about getting platinum, so you can even break. Here we go. Tires part. We know it's gonna be a level 50 because the car is already at maximum. And this is the one with the braking bonus. So I'm gonna send it to headquarters. And we're gonna retry again. So I've done a count earlier in headquarters, and I know that I needed 3 of those level 50 parts to get all 44. But that's just with the smart loot system, you will get what you need. And we have platinum again. And we get suspension part with a braking bonus, which I'm not applying. I'm applying the speed bonus on all parts for this car. So retry, which means we are missing only one part. Now I have been driving around with this car for a couple of days to get it at 1299 because that's what takes the longest. Some guy in an M5 getting in my way, but so, are we getting it? Yes, we get it. So we know that this one will be the speed bonus because this was the only one we were missing, which I'm gonna equip. So now we unlocked, I'm gonna continue, not retry because I can't win anything else. I can do 100 tests with this car now. I have all the parts, I will only get bucks. Why only bucks? Because it's a Maserati and due to the license agreement you can't win rims, color parts and so on. So I would suggest stay away from the tests now, as long as you have it driving around this car. But see, I have all the parts on this car now. Let's what's this one? This is one of the storylines, and it gives you 1,560 bucks. So let's play that one and see what happens. We're gonna try and get smart loot or the platinum. Need 20,000 points. We'll see if that's possible.
Kill him. Don't let me down.
So I got a problem. Cobra wants me to kill him, man. If I don't, I think I'm next.
What's happening?
No, I'm after him, but we got separated. I'm on a parallel road.
Okay, don't panic. Stay with him. Send me the license plate and I'll get back to you ASAP.
As always, no, I'm not gonna get platinum because I knew that turn was
Get
coming.
after him.
And I missed again. We're gonna retry that one and try to make the corner this time. Yeah, we all know that.
Follow him. Kill him. Don't let me down.
So I got a problem. Cobra wants me to kill him, man. If I don't, I think I'm next.
What's happening?
Well, I'm after him, but we got separated. I'm on a parallel road.
Okay, don't panic. Stay with him. Send me the license plate and I'll get back to you ASAP. Alex, we've got an option here. Catch the guy. I'll get him into protective custody.
Just like you did with the St. Louis V2.
He was a headstrong idiot who didn't do what she was told. This guy's an accountant in way over his head. Plus, he might have some dirt on code.
Okay, I'll follow and you zero some squad cars onto my location.
No, I was pretty close. Only gold. So I can't show you here. I'm winning a part which is below my spec, so I'm sending that to headquarters. Continue. Yeah,
Hell,
we're gonna skip that movie. If you've done this story, you know how it goes. But the point is this: if you do get platinum in certain mission, you will only get bugs with this car. Since you can't win rims or anything else due to the license agreement. And because I have all the parts on this car now, I'm gonna put the default tags on here. Perfect tuner. We're gonna enter there because this is a perfect spec. Or sports spec as it's called in if you change into another language they call it sport instead of perfect. Oh, I'm not gonna tune this car. So if I take for instance the Mercedes here, and if I'm gonna tune this, which I'm not gonna do, but the point is this: by unlocking all level 50 parts for the perfect spec that I was driving, you therefore also unlock all perfect spec level 50 parts for the tuners, as I will show you. Exhaust. Here we go. 50 level 50 with a braking bonus. Platinum level 50 with a grip bonus, acceleration bonus and speed bonus, and you can buy them for 27,000. Let's take something else. Gearbox, same story. Braking bonus, grip bonus, acceleration bonus, speed bonus, all level 50 platinum parts, which you can buy in the store for 27,000 for a perfect spec. And how is that possible? Well, that is possible because I unlocked them on one specific car. Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take this one. This is a dirt spec. which would have done the same thing. So I've been grinding with this bike till I had all the parts, level 50, being all 44 of them, as I will show you. Performance. So I can't buy these parts for this bike because I already have them in headquarters. But if I change my car or bike, let's take out the something which is very low. Here we go. Nissan Skyline GTR R34 dirt version. Now, performance. It has a score of 511. And because I unlocked all the parts with the dirt spec bike, I also have them in the tuners now. Because that's what the problem is with these level 50 parts. They are spec related. So you have to unlock at least one dirt spec, all 44 parts, at least one street spec, and so on and so on. And that's why I see some players say, well, I only have one level 50 part in the whole tuner store. That's because you haven't unlocked them. You have to unlock them spec by spec. So to put it simple, you need to get one car street spec, all 44 level 50 parts. One car dirt spec, all of them, one car raid spec, and so on. And then they will be able to buy them in the tuners. So, and I can make a choice now. This is the Skyline. I'm gonna mix it up here a bit. So what I'm gonna do is, what is this? The exhaust. I'm gonna put acceleration bonus up. For 17,000 you can buy the dirt spec parts. ECU. At acceleration, I'm gonna put speed bonus here. I'm gonna mix it up with acceleration and speed. So that's 4. We're gonna do a grip bonus this time. Another grip bonus. Tires. Another grip bonus. Brakes. Obviously braking bonus. Suspension I'm gonna put also a braking bonus on. And the diff acceleration. And the weight we put a speed bonus on. So this costed us 17,000 times 11, which is 187,000. But with the result of this car being at 1299, which is full spec. But we're gonna leave the tuners now. So how long did that take? I don't know. About a minute or 2 minutes maximum to get that car at 1299, and you had to pay 187,000 for it. So that's always the question. Are you gonna pay for it or not? Now, says we have 11 new performance parts, which obviously we do, but we only have one level 50 acceleration part. ECU only one, and the same for all the others. One only, brakes only one, suspension only one, and so on. So it's the same for all the parts. Got a level 10, which is the Street Units base kit that I bought. But it is at the maximum now. But if you say, well, I want the speed bonus on all of these parts, that means that you have to unlock or try to get these other 33 parts for this car, level 50, and keep grinding until you have the one that you want. But the problem with this car, as with any car for that matter, except for the Gran Turismo, is this. I'm just gonna take Chicago jump skill number 10. Fast travel there. Because this is a dirt spec, it's the same as for a raid spec. It's not that easy to get platinum on some of the jump skills because the cars are way heavier. But as you can see, I did it here in jump skill number 10, and it will also work in St. Louis jump skill number 30. And we won 250 bucks. So far. Meanwhile, I won a port and another jump, and we won air system. We know it's gonna be a level 50 part. With a grip bonus, I'm gonna send that to headquarters. Try again. So we already have 12 level 50 parts now, because we bought 10 in the tuners, and this is number 12. See what we get now. Here we go. This is the problem with most of the cars. You're gonna win rims, color parts, hoods, front bumpers, rear bumpers, so it's gonna take you a long time to get all the parts. So what I would suggest, first of all, continue. I'm gonna repair here. 13 bucks for doing the few jumps. What I suggest is get this car as soon as you can. The Maserati Gran Turismo. Because that does not give front bumpers, hoods, rims and all that. It only gives either bugs or parts. And if you do missions with this thing, if you have it at $12.99 as I have now, and I have all 44 parts of them, so I would suggest grind with this car till you have all 44 level 50 parts. And then the only thing you will get from this thing is bugs. Hope we are still in time, because I... $250. So, plus 250 for the test itself, so we get 500 bucks each time. That's not that many, But what I suggest is what you do now is this. You go to headquarters. Workshop. Oh, apparently, oh yes, we still won the one goal part there where we messed up. And we won the 2 level 50 parts that we were missing in the grinding session first in the beginning of this video. So, but I would suggest you to do this. You go to perks, and if you have some points over, try to find the ones. This one is for perk points, this one is for the cost of street parts. This one is 10% more XP and dollars from missions. So, if you play with friends or in a crew and do missions and faction missions, you can increase it by 10% bucks and XP with this one. But what I'm looking for, this one is also probably the most interesting of all. If you spend 10 points on it, you get a 30% discount at the dealers. So a 1 million car, like the Ferrari or something, if you put 10 points on this perk, it will only cost about 700,000 at the dealers. But what I'm trying to look is 10% more XP and dollars from skills. So if you're grinding, put this one on before you start doing the tests, because you get 10% more bucks. And what I'm looking for is, I may already have it though, 10% more from dollars from stunts. Also something you can use. This one is for parts. This one. 10% more reputation points from faction missions and PvP events. But I'm kinda looking, but I think I already have it. This one, first one for Vincent, 15% faster scoring in any skill. So if you're gonna grind for skill tests, use this one, because it gives you 50% more score, which means you will way more easy get platinum in any test, because you get there 15% faster than if you wouldn't have these perk points. And then you have this one, which gives you 10% more XP and dollars from PvP events. PvP events is the multiplayer lobby, so put this one on as well, because that's exactly what I was trying to show you. Get that one, the first one for Vincent, that was, I think. Because you get 10% more, I think, not 100% sure, but I think you get about 12,000 from a mission in PvP. What is PvP? That is, if you put on the filter on faction and PvP, it's those yellow things. That's a PvP lobby or a multiplayer lobby. And if you go in there, you could play public, free for all, or crew versus crew. I'm not in the crew yet, so I'm going for free for all. And now it's gonna search for a lobby. And we are found one. Now, I'm here with my Gran Turismo. As you can see, there are 4 other people in this one, but Sina just joined. I have no clue what they're on about. Cert get spec. That's not what I was trying to show you. Well, I will take my Ferrari, which is the circuit spec that I also have all the 44 parts on. Because as mentioned in the video, you have to grind at least once for all the parts with one of each spec before you can get parts in the tuners to buy them. But the point I was trying to show you is if you get the Gran Turismo, but that's in sport spec. I have it in circuit spec as well. No idea where I'm going. I'm not familiar with these PvP races, so I'm kinda gambling here. Looking at the minimap. I'm sort of looking at on the edge. Tried not giving them a slipstream behind me. Hello guys, where are you? 6 seconds behind me apparently. Although 3 of the other players also have a full 12.999 spec. Oops. That's what happens if you don't know the road. So we're chasing now because of that big mistake there. This guy obviously knows the road because he was trying to get a shortcut there. And he found it apparently. Really? Oh well, guess we're gonna finish second. Because of the big mistake we used, we did somewhere half of the race. And now we're waiting on the others. Now let's see what we can get. If the last one ever finishes, that is. This is the guy that won. And we get a platinum part. And we want some rims. We have some reputation. And we get 18,000 bucks from this race. Because that's where you can get the most bucks, is in these PvP lobbies. Now we are going back to the lobby, and I'm gonna try to force a sports or perfect spec on them. And hopefully they go with me and we get a perfect spec race, because that's what I'm trying to show here. If you use the Gran Turismo at full spec with all parts in the headquarters, it can't give you parts. Well, the other guy wants... okay. Papa over there followed me. He also has chosen the perfect spec. We have a raid spec and a circuit spec, so we have 50% chance of doing a perfect race here. And lucky me, he's gonna change. Perfect as well, so we have now a 75% chance of getting a perfect spec. That's what we want. Now hopefully it doesn't take the one. Nope. Yes, that's what we want. So we're gonna get the Gran Turismo out now. There we go. And now we're gonna see what we're gonna get this time. The point being, should you grind for all these parts with every single car, or do these PvP lobbies, preferably with the Gran Turismo, and get a lot of bugs, and that way you can buy the parts from the tuners. So we have 23 checkpoints in this race. I probably will not win the race against the Ferrari and whatever the other guy is driving, Pagani I think. But that's not the point here. So I'm gonna get 10% more, as you can see in the previous race, where I got like 18,000 from that race. Apparently there was a shortcut, which is the benefit of knowing these races. You know where the checkpoints are, but I haven't played multiplayer that much yet, so I don't know all these races. Some of the races are coming back from the mission. If I'm not mistaken, the collision were blocked, so we can't hit each other, but we can hit traffic. I hope it doesn't kick me out of the lobby because it's constantly loading my name, as I can see on the left of the screen. And there we have the finish. Now let's see what happens. So we probably get 18,000 for this thing. Might be less, since we are only with 3 players now. Might depend on the players, I'm not 100% sure of that. But this is the point I'm making. From the platinum part we get 12,500. And we get 12,500 again for the race. So we get, for this race we get 25,000. Because we could use the Gran Turismo, which only gives bucks from the platinum parts. Now I'm gonna leave this lobby. And we are already back at 300,000, and we were only at late hundreds or early 200,000 after leaving the tuners. So what I would suggest is get at least one of your specs. In this case my Ferrari as all parts, the Ford I bought, the 2 bikes here, and the Maserati also. So I have a circuit spec, a race spec, a perfect spec and a dirt spec with all the parts, so I have them available in all those different tuners as well now. The only thing I'm still working on is on the street spec here, which is at 1188, so I need to get it at 1299 and get all the level 50 parts, and then I can also buy the level 50 parts in the street tuner. So it's all a matter of what you want to do, but grinding takes a lot of time. I've been driving for 2 days in the Maserati before I had it at 1299. So what I would suggest is grind for at least 1 car in each spec. Get the 44 parts on that car by doing skill test missions over and over and over again till you have all the parts. And then do some PvP lobbies to get cash, and then you can buy all the level 50 parts that you want in the tuners. You buy one of them, and then you can still do skill tests and so for the other levels 50 parts, but that will be the only thing you will be getting. Because now if you start on a, let's say you buy a level 40 spec and you start there, then you still have to get 41, 42 and so on till you get 50, and then eventually you will have all of them, but it takes a long time to grind. So grinding or buyer, it's up to you of course, but I suggest grind with one of each spec till you have all level 50 parts, and then just buy at least one of them in the tuners, and then grind for the other parts, all but you will, of which you will know you will get level 50 if you get a platinum card. Because otherwise you're gonna do a lot of grinding. I have, like, I don't know, 100% sure, because I buy every second day I buy another car or something. Let's have a look. I only recently bought this game, so I'm playing for, let's say, a month or something, and I have 46 full stock cars or bikes at this moment, and a total of 165 cars. Now if you have to put one by one, grinding, then you have to, depending how long you can play the game each day, or only once or twice a week, you have to do a lot of grinding to get all these cars at 1299. As you can see here, I have the bikes. But now that I have the parts, the bike gave me the dirt level 50 parts, all of them. The Maserati did the same for the perfect spec. This one for the raid spec. And then I have the Ferrari, I think. Yep, here it is. Ferrari, who gave me the circuit specs. As you can see, these are still at 749. So I have to buy level 50 parts. The problem with the level 50 parts is, for the dirt spec they are 17,000. For the perfect spec, what did we pay? 27,000. Raid spec is 37,000. Circuit is 45,000. And the street specs are about 8,000, I believe. So which means for the circuit spec, on top of the price that you pay for the full stock, and then 31,500 for the circuit spec. If you want to get 11 parts level 50, you need to spend 495,000 to get this thing at 1,299. But on the other hand, if you want to get it there by grinding, you might need a couple of days to get it there by doing tests after test after test after test till you have all the level 50 parts. So I would suggest in short and in total, as a resume, mix it up. Grind with one for each spec till you have all the parts, so that you have them available in the tuners, in the specific tuners, and then buy them, or buy them part by part. By doing PvP lobbies, you can get most bugs from those things. Do a few races and you can buy one part. Do a few more races, you can buy another one, and that way get it easily at 12.99 without doing 4 or 5 days of test to get it there. So that will be it. Grinding or buying, it's up to you, but I would mix it up. So see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.